An estimated 400,000 fans turned out Sunday for a remarkable concert in Havana. Diplo and the electronic music act Major LAZER became the first major American group to perform in Cuba in more than 50 years. And we were there riding along with Diplo. And ahead of his landmark show, President Obama will make history this month when he travels to Cuba. Days later, the Rolling Stones will perform. But Diplo and Major LAZER started the party early, and what a party it was. On Havana's main concourse, outside the reopened U.S. Embassy, 3 DJs put on a show, Havana, Cuba, that made history.
Where are you now that I need you?
It seemed like every young person in Havana was there. This wasn't the music of their parents, it was theirs.
The music speaks for itself. They don't know who we are, it's just the sounds, the music.
They are Major LAZER, a trio of DJs known by their stage names: Walshy Fire, Jillionaire, and Diplo, the group's founding member. You have said, though, this is the most important show you've ever done.
I think the pressure's on us to do something, you know, it's kind of an amazing opportunity.
You had to do this.
I think it's important. I also think that it's very important to create something new. That's why I first started to make music. You know, we first started to rent old VFW halls in Philadelphia, whatever, and rented kegs and did parties and played our own music. We had to find a way to do it because no one else was helping us. And I think now it's important to keep those dialogues happening, those parties happening. That's what we're doing here in Havana.
Diplo became a sought-after producer by creating beats for artists like MIA and new sounds for pop stars like Justin Bieber.
Where are you now?
And this past year, he and Major LAZER created the hit Lean On. Spotify says it was the most
streamed song
ever
of all time. I think that particular song, it speaks volumes because it's very worldwide. You know, even in America, we're not a huge act by any means, Major LAZER, but everywhere else in the world, from Turkey to China to India, that song hit people.
South Korea,
right, South Korea,
Jamaica,
Jamaica, Trinidad, Mexico, Brazil, everywhere we go, it was a huge hit. And it just has a sound. It incorporates everything from reggae music, pop music. So the whole song itself is a bit of everything. It's a special time right now. On the radio, for instance, you have to have a revolutionary sound just to kind of get people's attention. People are culturally aware. They've heard a lot of music. You know, the fans are out there and they're ready for something brand new. They're ready for something chaotic and exciting. Before I came down for you, I was sitting at my computer editing some new songs.
Yeah, right. On a drive down the very street that became his stage, we found out why Diplo may be dance music's busiest man.
About a week ago, we came from India to Pakistan.
He plays more than 300 shows a year across the globe, striving to constantly push electronic dance music forward. And for you, what do you hope to do with it?
I think it's important to play places like this where the music is still brand new. These are the guys who are going to change it. The kids in Havana, the kids in Pakistan, the kids in India, the ones who are going to bring it to a new level.
Is there a playlist or is it spontaneous?
Sometimes it depends. Our show, when we have the lighting cues, we have to kind of keep it formatted to a set list. But lots of times we just go off on a tangent and just, if the crowd wants this, I'll go that way. If they want this, I'll go that way. I'll try to push it as far as I can. That's the whole job of a DJ. You have to feel that rhythm.
To feel where the crowd is.
Exactly.
And does it differ when you go from country to country?
100%.
There was rhythm on hand in Havana, with little talk of politics. It was, after all, a free, government-approved concert. But in place of diplomacy, there was melody. Everyone says they want to see Cuba before it changes. But if this weekend was any indication, the change is underway. I mean, there is a sense that somehow this is an important time for these young Cubans.
Right.
For them to feel connected. to the world,
It's
not isolated.
It's the first time they're getting connected. I was surprised at how much they knew, how culturally aware the kids are, considering there's such a sort of blockade of culture reaching Cuba. And I think it's going to change a lot, because you can't stop, when the information starts to come, you can't stop that flow.
Havana, Cuba!